Hi friends, welcome to Cindy's Corner. Hey, it's the end of my day and I'm gonna kick back and make myself a snack and a beverage, and I will take you guys right along with me. Tonight I've got some really cute things and tasty. So we're gonna start with our snack first, and what we're gonna make are Prosciutto Melon Stacks. That sounds so interesting, isn't it? So you've got to get two types of melon. We're gonna get Cantaloupe and Honeydew, and we're going to use I'm using a little glass to cut them into rounds. So we're basically cutting them into coins, and then we're going to stack them. And on top of that, we're going to take our lovely prosciutto and we're going to make little prosciutto roses and put them on top. Oh, this is so tasty. You're going to love this. And it's really, I tell you, if you are making a party platter, you could get a lot of bang for your buck because of making these little roses. You know, prosciutto is not the cheapest thing, but it is tasty. And basically, you're going to be cutting your prosciutto slices into strips and making those little roses. So you can make a lot of these. Okay, so first thing we're going to start with, I'm going to show you how to make these little coins. So you can see I've cut one already. So you take your Cantaloupe and Honeydew and cut it into slices. And then now if you have like a 1-inch cookie cutter or slightly larger, I don't have one, you could use that cookie cutter, but I'm using like a little straight-sided glass. Okay, so you're just going to press into your melon slice. Now because I'm using a glass, I use a little toothpick to help pull it out. Okay, and there we have a little coin. Okay, now you can slice these, basically you can slice the cantaloupe and melon whatever thickness you want, but you can also, I'm going to cut this down so I get multicolor stacks. Okay, so I'll cut one more of these. Now and if they're not perfect, that's okay, because you know you're cutting these slices. Like here's one, part of it is not perfectly round. So what I'm going to do is when I cut this, I'm going to put this on the bottom of the stack so it kind of hides that. Okay, and let me get my little honeydew slice out. I got my little compost here. Here's my honeydew. Now just remember these your melons have a lot of moisture, so we're gonna dab them off. Okay, let's get this piece right here. Honeydew is definitely a little softer than the cantaloupe. Okay, so let's see if I can get this guy out. Come on, come out. That's it, come on out. There we go. Did you hear that little pop? That's so funny. Okay, there we go. And again, I'm using the toothpick to kind of help pry it out of my glass. If you're using a cutter, you can just use your finger to poke it out. Okay, now I'm going to take a paper towel and I'm going to dry each of these pieces off, get rid of some of the moisture. And another nice thing about this is that you can make these the night before and get these all ready, and then just put the roses on them at the last minute. Okay, this is going to be so cute. Okay, so after you've gotten some of the moisture off of these, we're going to slice these into half. And this is how you're going to get more bang for your buck. Okay? And then, like I say, the ones that are a little bit misshapen, okay, so I'm getting them like about that thickness. You can put any one that's like not perfectly round, like that's a beautiful round. If they're not perfectly round, you can stick that slice on the bottom and nobody will see it. Okay. These are really quite delicious. Now you can, okay, so I got a couple here that I've already made. Okay, so let's take a look at that. Okay, so you can alternate the colors. Like we can take the cantaloupe, you know, and put the cantaloupe on top and the honeydew in the middle. You know, so it looks like that. So you could have a couple different ways if you like, which I think is a great idea, so that they're not all exactly the same. I definitely recommend using a toothpick with these because it'll be a lot easier to pick up and eat. Okay, so I have a couple of coins already pre-made. So let's cut these guys so we can see how many we're actually going to make. Well, that one's really misshapen. I think I'm not going to use that one. So depending on the thickness of your cantaloupe, you can cut once you make your coins, you can cut them in half or in thirds, whatever seems to work great for you. Okay, so I'm gonna make a couple with so I've got a couple with the cantaloupe on top, a couple with the honeydew on top. Let's make a couple more. Let's put this like this. Okay. All right, so we got 2, 4, 6, 7. Okay, I've got 7 of them right now. I think that's good. Okay. Now we're going to start making our roses. Okay, so the roses, so what I did, like I said, is I took my piece of prosciutto. Now, hopefully yours comes on a piece of parchment paper like mine. And you're just going to use your kitchen shears and you're just going to cut along here so that you get little strips. Okay, so here's a little strip. Okay, now what I found helped me a lot, and you don't even have to use a whole strip like this. You could, like, they tend to fall apart, so you could take like half a strip. What helped me a lot was to take a toothpick, let me get a little closer to the camera here, and start to help roll that, because at the beginning of your rose, you want that to be kind of tight. Okay, let me get that at a different angle here. There we go. Now, you're kind of going to bend your prosciutto as you go, and that helps make the rosy kind of effect. Okay, so there we have our little rose. And what I did, because I was making some of these ahead, is I went ahead and put these all on a toothpick so that they could hold their shape. Now, the thing that's also we're going to add to this is we're going to add little mint leaves. So let me just kind of put one together here. So you put a mint leaf on top, and then you're going to put your prosciutto rose, and then you're going to take a toothpick and just put that right through the top, like that. Okay, so this is going to be our finished product. How cute is that? And my God, these are so delicious. Okay, so let's get our little roses and a little mint leaf. So put the mint leaf on, put the rose on top. Doesn't have to be perfect. Just stab it through all the way here. Okay. Again, we'll get. So you're going to want to use the smaller mint leaves for this. Let me just place the little leaves on all of these stacks. Gonna try and pick out the smaller ones. Here's the tiny one. Okay. All right. There we go. And then take our prosciutto rose, put it on top, and I just take the toothpick and put it right through the middle of it. I kind of hid my mint leaf on that one. Okay. Yeah, make sure I would put your mint leaf a little off to the side. 2 roses. Now I need to make 1 more rose. Let's put this guy right there. Okay. Again, let's show how we're gonna make this rose. So I got a piece of prosciutto. Another way to do it that seems to work well is to fold the edge of it. So you get like a little bit of a roll, okay? And then again, I am just tucking the edge as I'm rolling this, and I'm kind of pinching the bottom of it so that it goes, yeah, into that rose shape, and I'm kind of folding the outside edge as I go. And sometimes, like, they'll just fall apart in your hand. That's okay. So there we have our little rose. And now I'm going to put that with the toothpick right on the top of our stack. Okay? All right, great. Now let's put this away and get our platter out. So we're just going to place these on our platter. And like I say, this, you know, using 1 cantaloupe, 1 melon, and a package of prosciutto and some mint leaves, you can make a whole bunch of these sweet little prosciutto melon stacks. There we go. Okay, so there we have it. That is so cute, and these are so delicious. You and your friends and your family will just love these. Okay, so I'm going to put this to the side. We're going to come back and make our beverage. So tonight, because we're using mint, I decided to make a mojito. But we're going to make a special mojito. So we're going to make a pineapple mojito. That is so delicious. Okay, actually, let me just wipe my board off a bit here. Okay, and I don't need to. Okay, so we're going to start with a Collins glass. I've added about 5 or 6 mint leaves, and depending on the size of your mint leaves, you can determine how many you want to put in there, but just, you know, a moderate amount. Okay, I'm going to take my muddler, and I'm just going to gently bruise these. Okay, then I'm going to add, this is my fresh, this is fresh lime juice. So 1 ounce of fresh lime juice. I've got a 1/2 ounce of Rose's sweetened lime juice, or you could use like 2 ounces of fresh lime juice with 1 ounce of simple syrup. That would work too. Okay, so I'm going to put that in there. I'm going to give that just a little bit more of a press. Okay, all right, we're done with the muddling. Okay, so let's get our ingredients over here. So we've got Malibu rum. We've got, this is pineapple mango juice. I really like this flavor. It tastes really great. And here's the roses. My secret weapon, the roses. Okay, so I've pre-measured. Okay, so we're going to add, this is 2 ounces of the pineapple mango juice. Actually, now it's time I can put my ice in here. There we go. I've got 1 ounce of the Malibu rum. Malibu rum has some coconut liqueur in it, which tastes really great. Now, to just make this pretty, I'm actually going to take a sprig of mint, okay, and put it in there with some pineapple chunks. So I'm just going to layer those in there with the mint. This is kind of like a garnish. You can even have that kind of hanging off the glass a little bit. You could put a couple of extra mint leaves in the top, just so they're kind of floating. All right, and what we're going to fill this up with, you can use, for mojito, typically use a club soda. I'm not a big a fan of club soda, so I like this. This is ice, sparkling water, it's lemon lime flavor. I think that's perfect for this. Has a little bit of fizz. And we're just going to fill our glass up with that. Look how cute that is with the mint, my mint sprig hanging over. We can put that right there. I'm going to get a straw. We'll give it a little stir. You can push down some of those mint leaves to float if you like. Okay, there you have it. So we have our Pineapple Mojito and our Prosciutto Melon Stacks. I hope you guys are having a great weekend. Take care, and I will see you soon.